How we doing? Just put the engine back in the JCB 3C and just sort of checking connections and fittings. So any leaks, doesn't appear to be too bad. There'll be a video coming up shortly on this with us putting the engine back in. Yeah, it's all right. Last weekend, or a couple of weekends ago, I went to a vintage tractor rally at Stradsett Park in Norfolk, and yeah, really good. Hadn't been for a few years. It coincided with the National Convention of Young Farmers Association, and it got in the press for all the wrong reasons. Basically, a handful of mindless individuals couldn't handle the beer and just let everybody down, really. What was written in the press was just a load of crap, but that's what happens, unfortunately. You get tarred just by the actions of a few. Well, while I was at the tractor rally, the local Young Farmers Club were there, down in Market Young Farmers. I was able to speak to some of their members, because they put on a fantastic display of tractors through the ages of young farmers and that. And it just shows all the good that the young farmers do, and that's what that's really all about, the sports and the social side, and doing a lot in the community, charity work and stuff like that. So yeah, it was really good. As I said, some really nice tractors there. One of them in particular, a John Deere Model G, and the owner was a young lad, Reese, as the son of a couple of friends of mine, and he's a lovely lad, really enthusiastic. And normally when you talk to people, even adults, you sort of say, "Can I just do a bit of film with you, have a bit of a chat with the I don't know about that." And I'd rather, I said to Reese, I said, "Can we have a chat about your John Deere, Reese?" "Yep." I said, "We do that." And he did. And he's brilliant. So look out for that. Anyway, I better carry on with this and I'll let you watch the video. How we doing, muckers? Right, I'm at the 42nd Stradsett Park Vintage Rally. Meant to be lots here. I haven't been here for about 8 years. So let's go have a look. There's something a bit unusual. That is an absolutely fantastic early example of a Zeta, or Zeta as they're pronounced, but Zeta as they're known by everybody who's ever had one. And these things were years ahead of the time, and the importers were just up the road, about half a mile away. Now this one is fitted with a, looks to be like a Duncan cab, but column change, and just a very advanced tractor for the day. Wonderful collection here. A gorgeous David Brown 1210 with a period vegetable planter on the back. Nice to see. That is a lovely example. One of the nicest I've seen for a long time. Lots of dumper spares. There's a lovely Ford 5000. And this one's quite rare. It's a Jerk-O-Matic or selector speed. A great idea and concept, but just sort of badly implemented, really. And in many ways, it came very close to breaking Ford tractors. But it's the idea was years ahead of its time. See, look, no gear levers there, because the shifter's up there. Nice old 6710. That's an original example. Really nice. Massey 1200. Turboed that one. Lovely 3140. Real nice example. This is lovely. And this tractor starred in the two-part DVD production, Classic Farming with Classic Machinery. Good old Mr. Lockwood and Anglian Agri Media. I'm sure you'll have heard of them because they were the ones that produced the highly acclaimed Project 55 with the old 55 series John Deeres.
Rosie, on your dog, please.
Lovely collection of tractors here. Sort of spanning all the decades, right up to the modern stuff. Right, so what was the whole idea of your display? You've got a lovely lineup of tractors, as I said, from all different ages. So, what's the idea behind it?
Well, it's to symbolise over 70 years of young farmers, really. So we've started off, obviously, with a decade before young farmers in the 30s with a little Caterpillar 22 crawler. The first 10 years, well, the first decade, young farmers started in 44, Norfolk did anyway.
Just started, but 1944,
yes.
Yeah.
And that's symbolised by the International TD6.
Yeah, and then we're up to modern times with that fast track.
Yes,
yeah. So,
4220, yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. I like that. As I said, it does sort of show. Well, I mean, you think all the previous. I mean, I'm a member of Young Farmers from about the 80s and 90s. So I can see the tractors are sort of my era, and then obviously there's the older generation will be wandering around and see from their era, and obviously you guys a bit more modern. I mean, a question I always often get asked is, you know, I'm 15 or I'm 14. How do I get into farming? I've always found it's through the opportunities you're offered, and to be able to get those opportunities, it is about your social network. The majority of my early days, the work I got was from people at Young Farmers. You know, they turn, oh, Dad says, are you about for the next sort of 4 or 5 weeks, you know, straw carton or whatever. That's how you get a lot of the work in the early days, you know, just through the social network, and then that just, you know, piggybacks from there and goes on and goes on. So Young Farmers, as I said, if you've got an interest in agriculture and farming, I honestly still think it is a brilliant way to get your foot in the door if you're not necessarily from a farming background, or even if you are, you know, because it is very, very sociable, isn't it?
It certainly is. All the events we go to, it's like we go to the Stradsett working weekend as well, don't we? We take a couple of our vintage marks and
now weather's bright, some wonderful sights, both mechanical and
well, be a bit steady on that one. Don't want to get nobody in trouble.
No, but that's there are some wonderful sights here.
It's nice to see them. We support charity a lot.
Young Farmers always been big into helping charities.
Especially our club. We've got to sing our own praises, and we've got
What charities are you supporting?
We've got we've split between three charities this year. We've got Pancreatic Cancer UK, as one of our members lost her father to pancreatic cancer. We've also got a local charity called Moth in the China Shop. Which
I've seen signs for that, actually. What's that all about?
That's local farmer Hugh Mason. He lost his son.
He fell in the grain silo.
Fell in the grain silo. But he decided, sort of in his son's memory, because he was a big sportsman, that he's set up a charity to help young people and that getting into sports, and that's
we like to support charities what are close to the club. We've supported Headway, like one of our members, he had a nasty car accident while out in New Zealand. And Headway had done great work with him because he had quite a nasty head injury.
And he's been very lucky that he's come out of it fine.
And
Really?
it's
That's good.
all to do with the work what the Headway charity have done, and it's great work, and they really have, you know, helped him. And they said we'd like to support them as one of our charities for the year.
So, and the third one is
Autism UK.
Autism UK. Very good. But anyway, so there we are. It's lovely to see you all here and doing what you're doing, and that's nice to see, you know, as I said, that it's still thriving and growing, you know, which is what it's all about.
Nice
like your sausage, really.
It's nice to be allowed out once in a while.
Yeah. Right then, boys, that'll do well. Say what you like, that is a cracking example of a Ford 7810. Faro drawbar. Remember in that dog? A lovely John Deere G, Model G, but it's a wide axle, which is quite unusual. Right, so look at this lovely John Deere Model G, and I'm with the owner of it, Reese. You right, Reese?
Yeah.
Now you watch my old Swit, don't you?
Yeah.
Right, so how old is this?
1951, so looking about, it was made in 1951, so I'm looking about 70 years.
Oh, 7-year-old now, yeah, 51, yeah. And you got this how long ago?
2 years, about 2 years ago in September at Paul Rackham's sale.
Oh yeah, there's a big sale one there, that's it, yeah. There was a local sort of collector, wasn't there? And he had a huge collection, didn't he? And it was sold off, and so this was one of the ones from out of there.
Yeah.
So why did you want a John Deere? What was the choice behind that? What was the reason?
Well, we had a lot of Alice's in the yard, and there was a couple Fords and Dexter and Massey's and stuff, and I just wanted a John Deere. I wanted to see, sort of, I wanted to find out. So
You certainly got a good one though, didn't you? You really did. It's a lovely. So you did. What did you say? You did some work on the carb, you say?
Yeah, carburetor. Because when you turned it on the dashboard there, it wouldn't like come on into
It wouldn't turn over as on and switch over on that. Yeah. Okay.
Like from there to there. So
yep. So that part. So you got two caps up there. That part's all paraffin.
Yeah, and then that little bit.
There's the petrol just to start. Now, so it's like the Fortunes and whatever of the day. They used to start them on petrol, and then when they're warm, turn them over onto the TVO or paraffin, and that'll run on that then. Yeah. Now, if you run this on paraffin or TVO, and you stop it, what's she like to start again when she's warm? Is that a real pain, or will she fire? Will she turn it back over on the petrol? Will she fire up again?
You got to hit it a couple of times, and then it'll go. It does go pretty easy. It just depends how long you leave it.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Because only the longer they're left, the more they cool, the better they'll start.
Yeah.
But when they're hot, they often vaporise before it can even get in there, don't they?
Yeah, as soon as if you're going to turn it off straight away and then go into it in the next 2 minutes, it'll just like it'll be awkward to start. If you left it like an hour and a half, if not even half an hour, it'll start better.
Would it?
Obviously, it was cold.
We're cooling down a bit, yeah.
This is your tap. So in the winter, if it's cold and stuff, you can lift it up and it'll just leave the pressure off that's been left in the.
Oh, I see. So that relieves the pressure in the cylinder.
Yeah.
Yep.
And but when you shut it down after you've started, all you got to do is shut it down and it's fine. But you've got to be careful because behind here there's a spark plug.
Yeah.
And if you're a bit not very careful and you go and touch it and you're doing it and you've got a little bit of a wet hand or anything, you're gonna go and it does usually shock you quite a bit. But
right, Reese. Well, thanks ever so much for letting us have a good look around this lovely John Deere Model G. As I say, it's a fantastic example. I can see you're really proud of it.
Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
That's good because that's as I say, it's quite rare, as you say, over here, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, we've always sheeted it up, so even if no one else helps me, I can climb up everything and
you can get it covered up and look at well, that shows that you do look after it, definitely. But well, I say thank you for your support for the channel as well, much appreciated. And so keep watching, and enjoy the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can remember that big Twin City. It looked like a big traction engine that had an engine put in it almost, gone from steam to internal combustion power, the other show I went to. Well, This is where it's developed to, look. Twin City, and then Minneapolis mow line. So that's part of their development where they ended up. And obviously down there's the bigger Minneapolis mow lines there, the big yellow ones. Well, it's been absolutely a phenomenal turnout here with John Deere's this year at Stradsett for their John Deere celebration. Weather's been fantastic. Bumped into loads of people that I know and people that watch the channel, so that's been brilliant, really. But yeah, so you get a chance to come along here next year, do so. So it's say the Stradsett Rally, absolutely fantastic. So there we are. Well, I hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed what you've seen, because I certainly have. And yeah, right. Well, thank you all for watching. Have a good week and look after yourselves. Right, here you go.